I put the piece between centers on my lathe, I like to use a steb center. A steb center has a spring behind the point, so it makes it really easy for you to find your point. I usually use a cone at this end unless I'm offset turning, so I just have a cone in here. I push it in until I see that the teeth have engaged, so I know I'm engaged, and then I lock my tailstock. My tool rest has to come right up so that I like to take the line of this top of my tool rest, look down past it, and compare it to the line that's here on your lathe. Try to, by eye, get those parallel, and then you know as we're turning, you're always going to be parallel to the surface you're turning, because this line down here is parallel to the line of these 2 points. When I come to turn, I use a roughing gouge. Now this roughing gouge is, I put it at different angles for different purposes, but for right now it's at this this kind of an angle, and I actually grind that angle. It has to do with comfort. If this bevel is really long, then I'm holding the tool down here and I can't get my hand under here to ride on my tool rest. And all of my making a perfect cylinder depends on me being able to put my finger under here, having the tool on this tool rest, and being able to move this as a unit so that I become a machine. So that bevel on my roughing gouge is totally ground to comfort, so that I can stand in a comfortable position. I can put my finger underneath. Anything to do with spindles is usually shallow C-shapes. So that's how you know the difference between spindle tools and bowl gouges, is that if you look down the end of this flute and it's a shallow C, then it's for spindle turning, which means when the end grain is here and here. And if it's a U shape, that means it's for bowl turning, which is when the end grain is on here and here, and you're turning in the opposite direction. We're going to be spindle turning. So as I get ready to turn, I put my roughing gouge onto the tool rest, and this roughing gouge has 3 elements. A heel, and that's what I use in place of my finger. I can't touch this while it's spinning because I'll catch my finger in here, but I can touch the back of this heel to figure out where those corners are. So that's the place where the flat of the back meets the bevel. Then I have the bevel. The bevel is what I'm always looking for to cut with. Once I cut away this square, what I'm always going to be looking for is, I'm starting like this. So this is my tool rest right here. This is what I'm turning. I'm always looking for this place where I touch the heel to see where it actually is, and then I lift the handle up, and this bevel engages in the wood, and at the end of the bevel from here to here is the cutting edge. So I'm always trying to find the place where the bevel and the cutting edge are connected at the same moment, and that'll always give me the best cut. If I just use this cutting edge, what's going to happen is it's going to rip out, and we'll see that when it becomes a cylinder.